sweet like that. Okay, so today on the Super Mid Morning, we're looking at 4 ideas that can actually make our lives easier. I mean, they say adulthood has come. I'm pretty sure you've heard that song before. If you haven't, go listen to it. Okay, so with adulthood, being scammed. Let me rather just say, with all the challenges that comes with being an adult, all right, with the reality facing adults in our society today. Sometimes some people get out of school and it's quite difficult for them to get a job. They're trying to get a job in maybe a company, say their dream job because of what they studied in school, and then they just sit at home, they are idle. That doesn't make your life easy, honey. It doesn't. Now, a lot of people could actually start businesses. I'm going to go to different, angles here, but let's start with a person who probably doesn't have a job yet, okay, and doesn't even have too much money to start a business. But, you do need to get busy because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And apart from that, if you do not work, you cannot eat. Plus, you might just be eating, chopping, receiving insults from here and there, because you're just there and you shouldn't just be there. You know what I'm talking about. So that's one. And sometimes some of the factors, militating against a person going for, should I say, pursuing the kind of business they might want to do might be money. But reality is, you actually could start a business with what you have from where you are. Maybe it might not be what you really do want to do, but you could just start up something and then build from there, grow from there, get into, what your original plan was. Sometimes you need to start from somewhere, and sometimes you could just start huge if you can afford to start huge anyway. You know that. And then for some other people who are already working, okay, sometimes just having one job, doesn't cut it for a lot of people. It might not be enough. It's never enough. That's the reason some people who can, they actually keep 3-4 jobs. They have part-time jobs, and then they have the one that's, almost full-time, but not really full-time, so that they can still have time to do all this stuff, part-time. They need to make extra income. Some people start businesses on the side, so they can make extra income, adding to the basic income that they are certainly sure of, where they're working for somebody or something. Great. Now, these are stuff we're talking about today. We're going to be looking at how we can make our lives easier by starting up a business, even if it's a small business, and why you should actually do it. But I'd like you to be a part of the conversation right now. So I'm just going to drop my question. So as we are talking, we get into other aspects of this conversation this morning. So yes, here's my question. Considering the city of Port Harcourt, all right? Yeah, we're in Port Harcourt, by the way. But of course, we know our audience, are scattered abroad. They're not just in the city of Port Harcourt alone, definitely. So now, considering the city of Port Harcourt and maybe your own location as well, where you are, but let me use Port Harcourt as my case study. Port Harcourt is a beautiful place. Port Harcourt is a busy place. Port Harcourt people like easy life. I'm telling you what I've noticed about the town. If you think I'm wrong, feel free to let me know anyway. The phone line is here. I'm going to be calling out the number pretty soon. So as I was saying, now Port Harcourt people like easy life. You see, they are like abroad people. They want things to just be smooth, like Americans. They want things to be easy, to be smooth, fast, quick. They don't like traffic jam. They don't like all these, this traffic gridlock. If what they love stuff like, if you're considering business in Port Harcourt, considering the people here, plus they love entertainment. Port Harcourt people like to chill. Anything that has to do with chilling, you will see PH people there. Okay, so they love to chill. They love entertainment. They love to have fun. They love to just vibe. They love to party, and they like things easy. So if you consider things like this, and they would definitely patronize you. Businesses do well in the city of Port Harcourt as well. And that's kudos, shout out to this awesome town. All right, so if you're considering doing businesses, or a business rather, in the city of Port Harcourt, now these are factors and other stuff that you need to consider before setting up a business. plus the location, because you need to have access to your would-be customers. All right? Good. So, having said this, you give me ideas. I have some things in my head already. I'm gonna chip in, a couple of them, but I want you to talk to me. Now, if you had 50,000 naira, because I want us to be able to carry everybody along, whether you have small money or you have huge amounts of money. And I'm thinking 50K, oh well, that should be enough to start something, no matter how small. Some people even start some businesses with something with money less than 50,000. But let's just say from 50,000, all right? If you were to give an advice to a person who has 50,000 naira and they need to start a business, they want to because they need to, in the city of Port Harcourt, what kind of business would you advise them to do? What kind of business would you advise them to do? All right? And you're going to be telling us your reason as well. Okay? So do share with us today. This is the question on the show this morning. I'm calling out the numbers right now. You could also send a WhatsApp message. You could do a WhatsApp voice note. You can send me an SMS to the WhatsApp number. So this is the WhatsApp number first. 0905 948 1021. That is 0905 948 1021. And the other numbers to call me, you can call me on these numbers: 0705 079 1021. That is 0705 079 1021. The other number to call is 081 174 31021. That is 081 174 31021. Good morning.
Good morning, Ijoma. My name is Marcus, calling from Woji.
Welcome, Marcus from Woji. How are you doing today, Marcus?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so what do you think? 50K in this town, what kind of business could work?
The first you can start is laundry.
Laundry.
You don't need to own a shop. You can start by washing your neighbor's clothes, especially if you live in an estate or a private place.
Okay.
And you can, I know you have power to do it, but again, you don't need to go for a generator first. You can just start and give a reasonable time for delivery. I'm sure in 24 hours or 48 hours, you definitely have power to iron your clothes, even if you don't have gen. The other one is hairdressing.
Hairdressing.
Yes. Hair making, not dressing. Now making. The one that doesn't require a dryer.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. Like braiding.
Braiding, weave making, and all of that. You could start that. Number 3 is food stuff. There are a lot of smaller markets around the town.
Okay.
From Eche to Obigo to Jama, to Bayasa, Ahoda, and all of that. So you can move into those places and bring plantain and other things that are a bit more expensive in the town.
Okay.
Into the town and then set out your clientele and distribute. And then the final one, especially for men, I say for men because I don't see a lot of women do it, is to use part of that 50K to get the driver's license and then work on your contract to see if you can get a cab. Right.
You can use the 50K to do what? Register.
Get a driver's license.
Driver's license. Okay.
Yeah, especially for students who are on strike, they're more than 18 years. You can do your driving school and a driver's license with 50K, and then you don't need to buy the car. Just look for someone who has the car that is lying idle, and then you help you go with your car business.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. But I think ladies can do this one as well.
I see lady cab drivers. Let's stop competing all the time, eh?
It's not competition, but I have seen.
How many drivers are female? What's the percentage in 1,000?
Okay, fine. We have more guys, yes, but ladies can drive as well. So if ladies could also drive,
drive. I agree. You want. Thank you very much. You have a pleasant afternoon.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Have a great, great day. I actually did not intend to argue that. That wasn't supposed to be an argument. But, I've hired a couple of cabbies, and the drivers were ladies, all right? And they were really friendly. The guys have been awesome as well. sometimes they complain about certain passengers. I've never had issues with any cab driver, male or female, and I totally enjoy, their company, all of them, whether male or female. And they're good. As long as you can drive, you can do it. That's just what I'm thinking anyway. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, you're very welcome.
From Akbajo.
Okay, talk to me, honey.
Okay, I want to use myself now as an example.
Okay.
I've used 5,000 naira to start a business, and today is a boom.
You use 5,000 naira?
Yes.
Wow.
I start with frying of yam.
Okay.
Yes, I started it. From there, I moved to selling of fufu and catfish pepper soup.
Please, let us start from the beginning. You started frying what?
Frying yam and potatoes.
Yam.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. From there, I now moved to fufu and catfish pepper soup with assorted pepper soup.
Chai. Okay.
Then from there, I now moved to another level to provision business.
Wow, beautiful.
So anybody can start. You can start from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The zeal, if you don't have the zeal, you can start. Even 50,000 naira service is
right.
very much from you.
You're right.
I can start with anything.
You're right.
Before I started that one self, I've sold the jewelry. I started with 5,000 naira also.
Wow.
I went to Aba. I keep going to Aba every day because of the zeal there.
Yeah.
And actually, what happened to that jewelry store was that my parents, they were sick, and two of them died the same time, and
oh no,
that was how the thing just,
sad.
But later, I now pick up again.
Yeah.
That was how I started that frying yam again. I didn't give up.
Thank you so much. God bless you for sharing with us today. Thank you. All right. Interesting conversations this morning. Before I get to the next call, I'd like to shout out to my caller, this incredible woman, very special, human being that just spoke with me this morning. That was quite inspiring. So I'm just gonna say, to everyone who listened to that conversation this morning, you don't even need 50,000 naira. To start something. And what's more important is the vision, the plan that you have for yourself. If you don't have foresight, if you're not seeing anything in front of you, if you have no vision, if you have no, mega plan for your business, it doesn't matter if they even give you, if you have 2 million or 5 million, you're just going to mismanage or waste it completely. All right? Now, she started frying yam and stuff like that. With 5,000 naira, she could start that business. And gradually, she started making other stuff. And today, she is good. Like, she is good. And that's how it starts sometimes. If only you can be disciplined, and you do have a vision and you're disciplined enough to stand with your vision and just follow through. Well, I'm going to get more reactions from you this morning. I'm pretty grateful, for the contributions. But before I get back to the phone lines, also one of the callers this morning talked about certain businesses you can do in the city of Port Harcourt. He said you can do laundry. You don't even need a shop to do laundry. You can start from your house, honey. You can start, if you stay in an estate, for example, you can start, go door to door. You could make complimentary cards. Doesn't cost too much. You can, with less than 5,000 naira, you can make a business card, all right? With your business name as a laundry person. Let people know what you can do, the services that you can render on your street at least. Share this thing to people. Let them know who you are, where you stay. Your contact is there. You can go pick up clothes, do a good job. If you do a good job, they'll always come back to you. And hopefully, depending on where you stay. But I know relatively in most places in Port Harcourt, they have good power supply. In this area where we stay here, we have good power supply. So if you happen to stay in an area like this, hopefully, if you have good power supply in your own location as well, you don't even need to get a generator first before you can start. Okay? I mean, with the help of the sun and some good power supply, you're good to go. You can deliver business. And if you're a disciplined person that has plan for yourself, before you know it, if you are disciplined, like I said, you can get a generator, even if it's a small one first, and then just grow bigger gradually. But the vision is the most important thing. Otherwise, you might not be committed to this thing. You might not be diligent to this thing. Okay? You might be wasteful. And it just never will work. Like I said, even if you have 10 million. Good. Okay, so he also mentioned hairdressing, food stuff, or should I say hair making, all right? You could go into food stuff business, and there's a whole lot of other stuff that you can do, even with less than 50,000 naira. Who else is joining me? Good morning. All right, I think I missed that already. You can call me up. I'm just going to repeat the numbers again. Give us ideas of businesses you think we can do in the city of Port Harcourt with about 50K. What's your take on this? Let me repeat the numbers. 0705 079 1021. The other one is 081 174 31021. Good morning.
Good morning. Sweet ice cream. How are you?
Sweet ice cream, kwa. Ken Billions, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my dear. How was your night?
It was okay. I slept good. Thank God.
Thank you. Before I go into that, I want to say happy birthday to a man I admire so much.
Okay.
By God's grace, incoming President of Federal Republic of Nigeria 2023, Dr. Peter Obi. They happen to be his birthday.
Okay.
So I wish him happy birthday and long life. By God's grace, we'll celebrate his victory next year. Having said that, Manje, that reminds me when I was in Abuja before I travel, no?
Yeah.
That's some years back. So there's a woman who was the woman was too kind, you know. I didn't know her then. So she was one of my church members then. She greets people, you know.
Okay.
She's a very, very polite woman. So I just like her. I saw her as somebody that needed help. That was almost 8-9 years ago.
Okay.
So I had to give her 30,000 then. So can you believe the woman usually transferred Zobo bonds, they bring it to church.
Wow.
After service, people buy.
30,000.
Yes, then it was 10 years ago. It's not today. It's been a long time.
I understand.
So my greatest surprise, 3 days ago, I went to Use Market to buy something. I saw her. I never knew. I can't recognize anymore because in that time, lost contact. I didn't even know her like that.
Okay.
So, but she too will still recognize me. You know, I'm surprised she has a shop with there.
Wow.
She told me that from that, things started moving. She is running Dubai.
Wow.
So going and coming, doing
Wow.
well. Very large shop, you know.
Wow.
So as we bring this topic, that reminds me, my mind, they go back. So
Okay.
in life, whatever I want to achieve, we achieve. I'm happy for the girl, her testimony, the one that I've heard.
Yeah.
Only those who don't want to achieve, the lazy ones. So I believe the aspect of men, a dry cleaner like the other guy said, you don't need much, like you already narrated. So whoever that want to help yourself can do so with little. God bless you, man.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay, then. And, he mentioned laziness as, one of the reasons some people might not be able to go far in this life. But apart from laziness, pride as well, is part of the reasons, some people feel they cannot do some kind of businesses. And really, what's wrong with some kind of businesses? Okay? Just be humble sometimes. Maybe the distance or the difference, the demarcation between you and your wealth is that pride, because you feel you're too big to run a taxi. You're too big to fry yam, okay? You're too big to do laundry business, No, you're too big for all of that. You're supposed to start like a big boy. Meanwhile, you know you're a small boy. Okay, then anyway, I'm getting more reactions from you. Give us ideas of businesses that you think we can do, people can do with 50,000 naira in the city of Port Harcourt. Good morning. Hello, are you there? All right, I missed that. And you could also drop messages on Facebook, all right? And use the WhatsApp number. And the WhatsApp number is 0905 948 1021. That is 0905 948 1021. Send in SMS or drop a WhatsApp voice note, a message on WhatsApp so I can take it. Give us ideas. I'm going to be sharing some with you right after now. Okay, so still talking about businesses that you can do in the city of Port Harcourt with little money. Okay, little money. We're looking at around 50K. I think I'm suggesting here you could actually work as a delivery agent. Yeah, considering the fact that PH people, they like enjoyment. They like things to be made easy for them. I'm telling you, honey. So if you work as a delivery agent, you can go pick up stuff for people and deliver them, where they want to take them, to get them to. That's something you can easily do. But do well too. You need a complimentary card for that. And of course, talk to people, let them know what you can do. You could start with your friends. You can start with people who know you, because those ones can trust you easily. Talking about doing delivery, it also has to do with trust. So you can start with people that you know, and gradually you get recommended to other people. And, from there, you've started a company. You can employ people. And like I said, you don't need one big building to have a company. All you need is a name. All right. Also do well to register your business name. It will help you. It will go a long way. Okay. And, you could also just open up a clothing store. You can open up a clothing store, and it could be something that you could just. There are different ways of doing this thing. You can either use an open space. You can, if where you are staying is a place where you can put clothes in front of your apartment, kind of, or maybe on the side or something. You could talk to a store owner. You can use a part of the shop, and gradually you have money to pay for your own place. All right. You can go to some of these markets where food stuff are at cheaper rates, and then you can take them to your own location and sell, making extra income for yourself. You could also do that. All right. That's for both the clothing business and for food stuff business as well. So you can do that. Yes, one of my callers this morning also suggested the foodstuff business, and it really works. Okay, so I'd like to get more reactions from you. Talk to me about businesses that we can do in Port Harcourt with little money. You can also go learn how to make clothes. Okay, fashion and tailoring services. You could learn how to make clothes. You could even start in a person's shop. Just start from there. Where you learn how to make them, start from there. And gradually you can build something, for yourself and become a boss someday. All right. So you can become a boss someday by doing that. You could also, one of my callers this morning mentioned how she also used to sell jewelries. Now that's a business you can get into with as little as 5,000 naira, 10,000. If you're looking at 50K, you could start jewelry business with your 50,000 naira. You don't even need a shop. You can take it around. People can get to know you. You can take it to people's offices. Okay, that also includes clothes. You can, bedspreads and stuff like that. You can sell to people, and they pay you right there. Some could pay you monthly. And if you're doing monthly, make sure that you're going to renowned establishments where you can trust the people there, so that you're sure of your money at the end of the month, if you have to do it that way. And if you have to be paid at the end of the month, you are supposed to increase you understand, you're making extra profits because you have to wait until the end of the month to get your money. That way you're not losing anything. Okay, let's keep moving. Good morning.
Hello, idea.
Yes, good to have you back, Ken Billions.
There is something you mentioned, the aspect of delivering in Port Harcourt. I don't think it's okay to me, because there are so many incidents that have occurred in the city from that. So many people, the kid delivering iPhone, the one I heard in the court, all this in 2017, so many occasions. And then that one, nobody should have that one in mind. It's a very risk in the Port Harcourt.
Oh, okay. Every business, may have their own risk, but I've had people deliver items to me even here in the office, and it made it a lot easy. You just deliver my breakfast or lunch or a special package for me.
Yeah. Okay, yes. Depending on the context now, depending the kind of thing, you want the food, it may be easier, but there's something like iPhone, something that is valuable, sometimes their life is at risk. So I think them when I see them on the way. Anyway, it's a matter of choice. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. All right. He says, anyway, it's a matter of choice. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, this is Inherent Woodwork.
Right. Okay, welcome to the show.
I like this part of your program. I wish this program used to come up every day. I think it inspires people to look beyond their horizon.
Yes, thank you.
I can remember some years ago I started my business in carpentry work. It wasn't easy. I didn't have any capital, but I have much friends. I could remember one of my friends suggested something. Why not make a list of your good friends that even if you ask them for 500, 1,000, they can give to you. After I make the list of my friends, both distance and nearby, I realized close to not physical cash, about 120 something thousand as of 2005. So I asked him, how can I get this money? I said, okay. He now suggested, you have account? I said, yes. I called them, please, can you help me with this amount? If he does, you send your account number. This is a nearby. You just see. Believe me, before 2 weeks run out, I got 30,000 naira from this girlfriend at it were. So immediately I have to get zinc, get wood, and I structured something called a workshop, something like that.
Okay.
So the business just started. Immediately I just put on the structure and I designed a bed and a few things. So people was like, where were you staying? So I just came from a distance to start a business here.
Wow.
So I mean, patronage came here and there. The work was moving. I'm very delighted that in the course of that business today, I use it to marry.
Wow.
I use it to bring up my family.
Wow.
I use it to train some people around and to empower some others too. Bring down some of my family members,
Yeah.
Very interesting. I even use the funds from the business to even get a plot. I'm even building, as I'm telling you.
Wow, praise God. So how much exactly did you start with? 30,000 naira?
That 30,000 was, in fact, it was the money they contributed. Because it wasn't even my physical money. It was money that friends gave to me.
That your friends gave to you?
Yes. Collectively, different friends, I said, okay, this one can give me 500, this one 1,000. So before I get this fund, the stuff was so enjoyable, and already I have the skills as a carpenter. I learned this at a good stage,
Yeah.
I've been working, but there is no way to establish. So instead of begging, doing one other things, so it was risky to start something. And since that time, I've been in the job.
Wow. Until today. And now you're a big boy.
What I mean big boy, at least the business is registered.
Yeah.
And I can have a contract.
Yeah.
And supply. So anyone that believes in developing himself. I think this program can help that individual not to look that all hope is lost.
Yeah.
No matter how it is, little can make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, from my personal experience, that is what I can testify. I don't know much about others, but but one thing about the business idea is that one needs to have a business mindset. You have to design something within your heart. This is what I want to do, and be committed to it. Don't allow your mind to do that. And if you get discouraged, at least you can have a trusted friend. That will mention trusted friends as a brother that is born in time of distress. You know, and when you discuss with them, undoubtedly they will give you support you need. It can be an advice. That can really push you to the next level. And I'm happy for that. So I wish all youngsters to keep excelling.
Thank you.
Work towards it.
Thank you so much. God bless you for sharing today. Thank you. All right, shout out to these people. These are incredible men and women in the city of Port Harcourt. People who started small, who started from almost nothing, and they are doing well. They are big today. They are good. They are strong today. That's just an encouraging and inspiring story to you who's listening to me right now. If you're sitting at home and feeling like you don't have a job, you don't know what to do, you don't have 2 million, you don't need 1 million to start a business. All you need is an idea. You just need an idea. And you have to be dedicated. You have to be willing to make it work. There's really nothing that's not without challenges. Even if you had, even if you were employed in some office like you always wanted to, you would encounter challenges, definitely. So you have to be diligent. You have to be determined to get to the apex, to get to the zenith. All right, and that's how it works. Let's take more reactions. Or should I say more calls? Good morning.
Hello, Ida.
Ken Billions.
Please, don't be offended. I call back again.
It's
there's
okay.
Something I remember.
Okay.
And there's something I remember from a caller. I wanted to get out in the morning. I couldn't go to.
Okay.
During that paper review, there's a person that always call. I always listen to him. I was so dissatisfied how he was bringing his speech about when I'll be ready. I wanted her to correct such a person or cut him off. It's not good. Maybe Broadcasting Corporation is listening. It's against the ethics of the job. Bringing it was the comment he made towards when he mentioned what was happening in the East. It's quite unfortunate to make such a comment on the air. Every time I listen to him, he always brings tribe as big as 5 states in the southeast.
Okay, what if you tell Obi tomorrow? She'll be on the radio tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Okay. Please, I will do so.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Okay, and this is where I get to round off this morning, and I hope that you have been inspired, to do something, to become better, to not be idle. I hope you have been inspired. In case you have been thinking of what you could do. Oh, you have different ideas today. So many of them. You could become a cab driver. You could start a food business. You could go into hair making. You don't even need money to start hair making. You just need one space, even if it's a small space, and let people know that you can do it. All right, you can go into hair making. You can do a whole lot that has been mentioned today. You can start with little money, as small as 5,000. You could go into jewelry business, as small as 30,000. It might not even be your own money. Have an idea of how you can raise that money, and you can start and become an employer of labor tomorrow. All right, then, God bless our efforts. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Going for commercial break shortly after now, and the world news comes up at 12.